There's something about Kentucky mornings. The hush in the hills, the way the mist clings to the bluegrass. But here in Stamping Ground, there's something more. A spring that once drew buffalo, and later, barrels of bourbon. Welcome to Buffalo Springs, and welcome to Neat Adventures. Right in the heart of Stamping Ground, the Buffalo Springs Airbnb is a beautiful retreat surrounded by Kentucky history. But this isn't just a house, it's a chapter. A carefully restored piece of the distillery with stories in its walls and bourbon in its bones. It's cozy, inviting, and filled with touches that speak to a bygone era. From original stone and vintage textures to shelves of bourbon lore, it's a place that honors where it came from. To understand this place, you have to go back. In 1868, on this very land, the Buffalo Springs Distillery was born, drawn to a limestone-rich spring that once watered migrating buffalo before bourbon ever flowed. Known for labels like Buffalo Springs and Boots and Saddle brands of Kentucky straight bourbon whiskeys, this distillery served its time in the golden era of Kentucky whiskey. And while it wasn't the size of its neighbors, its spirit ran deep, built on honest craftsmanship and spring-fed pride. In later years, Otis Beam, part of the legendary Beam family, served as master distiller here, continuing a family tradition etched into Kentucky history. Barrels were rigged right here, whiskey was bottled. Workers walked this land. It was more than a distillery. It was a way of life. In 1941, the plant was sold to the George T. Stagg Company, who owned it for 10 years before selling to Shenley Distilleries Incorporated. But like many small operations, Buffalo Springs couldn't outrun the industry tides. In the late 1960s, the stills fell silent. And in 1974, a tornado struck the already abandoned site, severely damaging the last of the buildings. All that's left now are scattered stones, the whisper of a spring, and the stories. But this land hasn't forgotten. Today, Buffalo Springs breathes again. This Airbnb isn't just a place to sleep. It's a place to reconnect with history, with heritage, with stillness. You can feel it in the floorboards, in the breeze, in the golden hour light. And when you raise a glass here, you're not just drinking bourbon, you're drinking a story. Just 30 minutes from Frankfort and close to some of Kentucky's most iconic bourbon destinations, Buffalo Springs is the perfect base for exploration. But you don't have to go far to feel the magic. You can sit still, sip slow, let the wind tell stories older than time. You're not just visiting bourbon country, you're living in it. The rickhouses are gone, the labels faded, but the soul of Buffalo Springs still runs through this land. Come stay where bourbon was born. This is Neat Adventures, and this is Buffalo Springs.